Enter the Marvel universe with the Springboro Community Theatre's upcoming production and see the human side of superheroes. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro Here and There. We are here on stage at the Springboro Performing Arts Center, along with Mark Goodwin, who is the director, and Shelby McCoy, who is the assistant director. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Good to see you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So when we talk about the human side of superheroes, we're kind of seeing that a little bit in the movies, but tell us what the show's all about.
Well, this show is really about how Thor and Loki formed their bond in high school and how Miss Marvel became Miss Marvel, and they're based on the comic books.
Okay, so it's really two shows in one? Two shows in one. Right. So how does that work? I mean, you see the story of Thor and
Loki, and it's them in high school, and as they progress in age through the characters we know from the movies and the comic books.
And so we don't need to use the magic of movies to have the actors look younger, because we're using, it's a youth production, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so tell us how, it's a youth production. What does that mean, Shelby?
So since it's youth, we have people from age 12 all the way up to seniors in high school, 18-year-olds. So because of that, we have a broad range of ages that we're able to use. And so we don't really struggle with making them look young, but some of them we struggle with making look older.
Oh, okay.
So we do have like Odin, who's Thor's dad, and he sometimes looks a little goofy.
But it's all youth production, and then also you are a high school student as well as the assistant director. Now, you might look familiar to some people because you were in some youth productions before as well, right? What made you make the transition to the backside of the stage?
So I started performing on stage back in my 7th grade, and I always wanted to see what it was like on the other side, and I just think it's really important to understand what the other areas of theater, how all of that stuff works, like the behind the scenes. And so that way I can kind of respect them more and have a better idea of everything that happens.
You're really getting the full picture of how a production goes into production, I guess.
Yeah, and Shelby's fabulous at it too. You would think that she'd been doing it for years.
All right, well, good for you. Well, let's talk about the production. So it's a youth production. Is it for younger kids?
It can be for younger kids and older folks.
All of us who are young at heart.
That's right. They will enjoy it too. It goes through a lot of the characters and their origin stories, and just a lot of fun. There's a lot of comedy to both shows. With Miss Marvel, it's about her and her relationship with her mom and her friend. And with Thor and Loki, it's their relationship together and how that bond grows and goes apart and goes back together.
So it sounds like they're fun, lighthearted shows.
That's right.
Good for families. The production kicks off this weekend. Kind of review the dates for us.
The dates, once again, are January 6th through 8th and January 13th through 15th. Friday and Saturday shows are at 7 p.m. and Sunday matinees are at 2 p.m.
Okay, so that's a little bit of a change from your regular schedule, so that's great.
Yeah, and that's to help support younger people who are coming to see the shows.
And the best place to go for tickets is the website?
So, yep, at borotheater.org. And you can just click on buy tickets and it'll take you to the website and you can get your tickets. And tickets are only $10 too.
Okay, so reduced ticket price, great times for families and for kids to come see the show. What's your favorite part of the show?
I absolutely love working with the cast. It's weird being on the other side and getting to come up with the little things that they do and how they interact with each other, and really seeing how they bring the show to life is it's what I enjoy about directing.
And with Miss Marvel, it's all about female empowerment, and with Thor and Loki,
we're rocking with that, right?
And with Thor and Loki, there's lots of fights and bromance, yeah.
Okay, and again, it's a great family show. You can go to borotheater.org for tickets.
Right.
And it's this weekend. I'm sure this is probably a very popular show, so you should get your tickets as soon as you can, right?
Absolutely.
So Mark, you've directed tons of shows. What is it about youth productions that you really enjoy?
What I really like is seeing young people grow. like Shelby growing in her own way as the assistant director and making decisions and feeling confident in that. And then we have a 12-year-old who's in the show who was kind of shy and has just blossomed and grown and become more confident. And I think that's what I see as these young people becoming more confident and more poised, and it's just really great to see.
And the actors come from all over the Springboro area?
Springboro, Franklin, Waynesville, Lebanon, and Miamisburg, so we're all over the place.
And I know been working very hard, rehearsing every evening. So we look forward to seeing it again. You're saying it's 2 shows, so you'll see the first show, and then what? There's like an intermission, and then
Yes.
Right.
15 minutes?
Yeah, 15 or 20 minutes.
running time is about.
An hour. An hour for Act 1, an hour for Act 2.
Okay, so very manageable as well.
Yes.
All right. Well, what's a great phrase from the Marvel universe that we can go out on?
How about embiggen?
Sure.
Okay.
That's
Well.
from Miss Marvel.
All right. Well, terrific. Embiggen. We'll say it. We hope to see you here for the Marvel Universe production. Again, you can go to borotheater.org for tickets. Embiggen.
Embiggen.